You're listening to the sounds of the wait, the world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the number one podcast in the world, The Wait, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to The Wait, and today we're going to talk about the Oakland Raiders going to Las Vegas, the Golden State Warriors keep rolling, and Drake keeps breaking more records. But first, let me welcome you my co-host, my dad.
Peace, podcast world. What's going on, champ?
Good. I'm good.
Are you ready for another amazing show?
Yup, let's get it.
Let's get right down to it, young man. Tell me what's going on in the sports world.
All right, so last night, the Golden State Warriors faced San Antonio.
Yes.
And it was a great run in the beginning for San Antonio.
Yeah, they came out to a nice.
They came out blowing. We was down, I think, what about like
23-3.
23-3.
15-0, 23-3.
And I was looking worried a little bit because, I'm thinking, all right, we can make a run, but, we might, by the time we make that run, they might just make another run.
Yes.
And then in the second quarter, we scored 37 points to, I think, like maybe they're 25. And by halftime, we was only down by 3. And, and then after that, I just kind of knew we were going to take it out over after that because we just had the momentum. I think by the second quarter, it had switched.
So was this an important statement game?
Yes, it was, because not only did we push the lead up to 3.5 games, but I feel like we kind of have their number for the past 2 seasons. Even though they had the lead over us 2-1, one of those games we didn't play. We both teams didn't play their starters, and the first game it was the first game of the season.
Right. So you didn't get a true assessment of the matchups.
Right. So and Steph and Clay looked like Steph and Clay again.
Let's talk about Westbrook. He had his 38th triple-double. He had 57, 11, and 13. I'm going to say that again. 57, 11, and 13. Does this solidify the MVP for him, or do you still have Harden ahead of him because of wins and losses?
I still have Harden ahead of him because...
Malcolm is shaking his head, yes. I disagree, but go ahead.
You went to overtime against the Magic. But go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I feel like James has great talent. Like, he's in the lead right now, too. Has a lot of wins. He also has a lot of triple-doubles. And James Harden has done a 50-point triple-double before, too.
All right.
The only thing Westbrook did is led in points. But I'm not saying that what Westbrook did isn't special. It's phenomenal. But if they don't get into at least the number 4 seed in the next, how many games we got?
He got about 7 games.
About 7 games, he won't get MVP. If they get into the number 4 spot, you're going to have to actually, do you think they should, I feel like Cole MVP.
Now, Cleveland has been struggling. It's been as bad as it's been since I've been a LeBron fan, pretty much. I'm spoiled. I'm used to winning. What do you think is going on with Cleveland right now?
I feel like a lot of the teams in the Eastern Conference have their number right now. But I also feel like this is just a LeBron thing, too.
And they're losing right now, 83-76 to a Chicago team without Dwayne Wade. But continue.
Wasn't they were just leading?
Yeah, they're losing.
All right, anyway. Like LeBron is tanking, and he's just kind of holding back his gas into the players. Because I saw him do it last year.
Yeah, I mean.
They were struggling around the same time.
Yeah, and they finally.
was a little bit better, but they were. And then when the playoffs started, they kicked it up. They went 12 and they went what?
Yeah, 12-0 to start.
12-0.
What worries me about that, Eli, is you can't continue to rely on that. That we just gonna get to the playoffs and flip a switch.
But you got. I mean, you said it a bunch of times. You and Malcolm have said y'all have the best player in the world. I get that you can't do that, but as long as you got LeBron,
he's the best player. But the league is catching up.
But
Father Time is in the rearview mirror now, like, yo, son, and objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. The Wizards. Tell me about the Wizards. They've accomplished something they haven't accomplished in a long time.
The Wizards have clinched their division for the first time since 1979.
Let's clap that up, man.
Check them out. Wow.
That's a long time.
Cause I think yeah, sorry.
That's a long time, and but now with Scott Storch, not Scott Storch,
Scott
that's
Brooks.
the producer.
Scott Brooks.
Scott Brooks has come in and changed the culture of this team in 1 year. But he's changed, and John Wall, he's put more responsibility on John Wall.
Yep.
And John Wall is playing like a superstar.
And John Wall and Bradley Beal have had good
Ironed out their
chemistry.
differences. Whatever differences there was, they ironed them out. So now they are a team that is flowing. The chemistry is there. I like what they've done. So we're going to watch out for them. Lance Stephenson.
Signed a 3-year deal.
3-year deal back with the
think
Indiana
12 million.
Pacers.
12
Yeah.
million.
Huh?
12 million.
That ain't no bread though. That's not no bread. He bet on himself
And he lost.
and he lost.
Like twice.
Remember, he bet on himself and took a 1-year contract to play with
Charlotte.
New Orleans Pelicans.
No, he did. I think he did it.
No, he had a regular deal in Charlotte. They traded him.
Oh, okay. Because I remember he was with Charlotte.
If memory serves me correct, so a 3-year deal for $12 million. I think he probably could have got more than that. $12 million is like a 1-year deal for a role player now.
Right. Oh yeah. basically,
However,
yeah.
he's going back home. Let's clap that up.
I think him and Paul George will be back.
Right. He's back to a system he's familiar with.
Right.
Albeit there's a new coach there, but I think he was the assistant at the time he was there.
Right.
And Lance still, in my humble opinion, still has some ball left in him. So let's hope the right system, because a lot of times it's about the system.
Right.
You got to get into the right system to help, accentuate your game.
And Larry Bird is there, so he can go back up to the.
Right. Now Melo is Carmelo has been given a reduced role with the Knicks. They're phasing him out, and he seems to be okay with it. He spoke last week about he sees the writing is on the wall, and now he's just there to tutor the new players. I think he's out in the offseason no matter what. What do you think?
I agree. I think he should have left New York like
A few years back.
actually 2 years ago when he should have went to Chicago.
Absolutely.
And he was trying to do the thing that LeBron is doing right now with Cleveland.
Right.
Which
Bring
is-
New York
Put him back, put his city on his back,
and bring
but
them a
you don't-
title.
No offense, but you don't have the mentality or not mentality, but like you don't have that it thing that LeBron has.
Well, it's only one LeBron on the planet. No disrespect to Melo, because we will be interviewing you soon. I'm pretty sure, because we got the skill set like that.
And we'll probably go see you in Madison Square Garden. All right, we're back. Now let's get into some college basketball.
College March Madness.
Madness.
Man, oh man.
Great, amazing weekend.
Amazing weekend. And for us, we really picked it up at the Sweet 16.
Yeah,
We had a key matchup.
right. It was Kentucky
Kentucky.
and UCLA
Now, why was that game so important for us? Because we wanted to keep our eye on who?
on Lonzo Ball.
Because
Ball's
Because his
son.
pops was talking crazy smack, right?
Yeah,
And he got roasted in this game.
yeah. Wait, yeah, no.
My man Fox
Well,
hit him
the
up for
elite-
39.
The 32 he showed up.
Those rounds don't count.
That's true, but you
Those
gotta,
rounds, because the competition don't get stiff until you get to the Sweet 16.
Sure,
So I
sure.
don't care about what he did when it was 64 in the bracket and then the 32 in the bracket. No. Kentucky is a legitimate
team. And
team.
Fox and Mook smoked him.
Monk. Fox and Monk went bananas. When we got to the Elite Eight, we had the Kentucky-North Carolina matchup. Tell me about that
was a
game.
good game. That was a good game. I liked North Carolina's defense on Fox and Monk.
Right. They were very long and very disciplined.
Right. And I feel like because Calipari had so many young players, when his starters got fired, like remember 4 of his starters got fired up with 2 fouls
In the first half.
in the first half.
Right.
And because they're so young, he had to sit them out for the rest of the first half.
Yes, really the whole, from about the 9-minute mark
Right.
of the first half, they were on the bench.
And then you had to bring the bench players who don't really get that much shine.
Right.
And North Carolina was just balling. They were pretty much getting everything they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But they started their run started messing up too because Kentucky started coming back.
And it still boiled down to a last-second shot.
And it still boiled down
Because
to the last
Monk
second.
and Fox woke up at the end of the game.
Right, with 32 seconds.
I think they kicked in a little too late. Had they got a little aggressive early, they might have pulled it out.
Right.
But we watched Monk hit a shot that we thought was going to tie this game up at 73.
Right.
We jumped out our seat. We hit the ceiling. And with 8 seconds left, they just dribbled the ball down.
Yeah, about
Cool.
6, yeah. and
Yep.
then-
Cool, calm, collective. Kicked it
And
off
just
to his
kicked
man. Hit that shot. And Kentucky went home.
And then you gotta give credit to Roy Williams.
Absolutely.
For
For
not
not calling
calling
the timeout
timeout.
with 7 seconds left. Now we're down to what we call the Final
Final
Four.
Four.
Second game.
Yeah.
The first game we have South Carolina versus Florida.
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Who do you have in that first game?
Well, I want to talk about South Carolina's defense.
Okay.
They press for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
If you've never seen this, you got to see this. They don't take a break.
Right.
So from the beginning of the game to the end, you're going to get a ferocious press, and it wears you down. It may not show up in the first half. In the second half of the game, you're gonna start feeling that pressure. So I'm leaning towards South Carolina in the first game, beating Gonzaga. This is both of these teams' first time here. In the Oregon North Carolina game, I gotta go with tradition. I'm gonna take North Carolina, but Oregon could pretty much win that game.
Yeah, I mean they beat the.
They got some bigs, man. They got some bigs who can shoot on Oregon.
Right.
I just don't know if being here for the first time
But I
may
feel like
overwhelm them, so to speak.
that, but I also feel like it might be a Cinderella story type.
Well, it's going to be a Cinderella if South Carolina or Gonzaga make it because it's both of their first times anyway.
True.
So you're going to have a Cinderella story. We might have the South against the North, so like the Civil War.
Right.
Okay, so
Right. So that I mean, that's gonna be
and who won the Civil War?
the North.
Okay,
No,
okay.
the North.
It took a little long to figure that out.
Yeah, the North. But I like it. For me, I'm gonna take. I'll take South Carolina. 'Cause,
Okay, okay.
Defense wins two championships, and their offense has improved as well.
It has.
And for Oregon, I think them. Oh, Oregon and North Carolina. I think them beating Kansas, them being in Cinderella.
Yeah, that was
they
kind of
haven't been
big.
here
Yeah.
in a while. They haven't
Right.
been here. So I'm taking.
And you have tradition.
Yeah, and I'm taking Oregon. I like them. I think there's.
So you got South Carolina versus Oregon,
Yeah,
and then what do you have on that Monday night game? Who's going to pull us out?
Oregon.
Let's talk about the women's bracket.
Yeah, UConn.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say UConn women will win it all.
Yeah, pretty much. Y'all need to be investigated. I mean, I love y'all very much.
Yeah, Eli says that program needs to be investigated.
That's like, I mean, like
Yeah, it's not even.
it's
But you got to remember, they haven't lost. They haven't lost in what 10 years or something,
No,
or
like
something.
3
5
years.
years. But they've won over 100 straight games. They've been to 18 Final Fours. They've been to 10 finals or something.
That's crazy.
But when,
not even San Antonio has even done
but
that.
the rich get richer in college.
Yeah.
Nick Saban does not really have to recruit at Alabama. The best players want to go there.
Right.
And in women's basketball, it's the same process.
Yeah.
The best players,
Speaking on that, did you hear about that new football league coming out?
no.
Okay.
Oh, I heard about it. You sent me a link.
Yeah.
Now, kids don't have to go to college now
Yeah, I saw that too.
to
I saw
play
that.
professional football. Are you thinking about signing up? You thinking
No,
about
but
going
I'm
pro?
saying that can change the dynamics of
Yeah,
college
of everything.
sports.
Absolutely, because most of our brothers are only going
Just to go to the NFL.
just to go
Right.
to NFL.
And the NFL, you have to wait 3 years to get paid.
Right. So that
Right.
will speed up the process.
college football.
That's sort of like going to be the one and done in basketball.
Right.
Interesting. Keep your eyes on this. When is this league jumping off?
2018.
2018. Malcolm, you used to play strong safety. You think about lining it back up, putting back on the pads? No, you done?
Nah,
Oh,
but
yeah, let me round about Lonzo really quick. I don't like him. I'm not going to water it down. I'm not going to be politically correct. I watched him on ESPN. I watched him on, I think, Undisputed. And he had his hoodie on with his hat. He didn't look very interested. Even when they lost, he announced he was going pro 5 minutes after that. Like, this was just a process. He didn't. I watched the Kentucky players lose.
yeah,
They cried.
They were like, yo, we like
emotional.
We're
We're brothers. This is a bond. I never got that from him. I think he's scared of his father.
Do you want to explain why?
I think his father might have been beating him. I'm sorry. Maybe emotionally beating him or something, because whenever you can't disagree with your parents, I have an issue with that to a certain degree. He always seems like whatever my dad says, that's what it is. And he might be afraid of his dad. Now we're going to get to some rumors. We're going to bring in a new guest on our show who will be appearing from time to time. It's called Eli's Annoying Sister. That's her name here, Eli's Annoying Sister. But we call her Odyssey. Let's clap it up for Odyssey. She will bring us what we call the rumor report, and then me and Eli will be back.
Hello, Odyssey.
Hey, oh, this sounds nice.
All right, so you said you got some rumors.
Yeah, I do.
Share with the people.
Share with the people.
All right, so, wait, let me introduce myself first.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I'm Odyssey, and yeah. All right, so the first rumor I have for you is The Weeknd and Selena Gomez. You know how they've been dating, right?
Yeah.
So,
I've heard.
after a couple months, they are saying I love you to each other.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about that?
Don't really care,
I mean...
but I feel like, it's, publicity. You need something from me, I need something from you. Like song favorites.
You think they're using each other?
Yeah, just like how Drake and J-Lo and,
What? No.
Love is not love with celebrities. Love is not love. Listen, when you're a celebrity, I can date whoever I feel like it until I got my favorite from you. Once I got my favorite from you, I don't need you anymore.
But they travel in the world together.
That's what they need the
doing
people.
big
They
things.
don't they need the people to believe that?
Sure, but it might be love. It might be
Might be
Hollywood
love.
love. Might
No, the only
love.
Hollywood loves are power couples. Like
That's even worse, Eli.
I know that's worse, but I'm just proving my point. But anyway,
But people are calling Selena Gomez shady.
yeah, I mean Justin Bieber did it because he was like, dude,
No, not for that. Because, his ex, Bella Hadid, right?
yeah, the
They were in,
little
like-
skinny model.
Yeah, they were in a 2-year relationship, and her and Selena were friends. And
Ooh.
2 months after her and The Weeknd break up, Selena's all over him.
Oh.
You think that's shady? I think it's shady.
Yeah, I think it's a little shady. I mean, but
a lot of
it's
shady.
it's business. It's Hollywood, baby.
I mean, yeah, Selena claims that they weren't that close, but they were in
Oh.
they were in Taylor Swift's Bad Blood gang. You know that?
Yeah. And I know that
So-
her and Taylor are not friends right now.
Yeah, I mean, now everybody picking sides, and they picking Bella's side.
Huh?
I would pick Bella's sides too. The next one is about Black China and Tyga.
I heard about that.
Right, so Black China is claiming that Tyga is gay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right.
And she also claimed that like he don't pay no child
Yeah, he
support.
not paying that child support. That he's I'm gonna connect it to the next one. Feel me?
Okay.
Got you.
All right. He not paying child support because he's broke. Kylie pays all his bills.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Odyssey's out here.
I can see that. I
She's
can see
always
that.
one.
picking up the tab, always picking up the check at the restaurants. It's just bad.
Yeah, I mean,
He's a smoocher.
look,
Well, he ain't had a hit out in a minute. So.
he has
I
this
mean,
since
yeah.
like Rucka
Yeah,
or
so
Raka
His
Raka.
album Gold went double bronze.
Yeah, double bronze.
Double light bulb.
And didn't she buy him like 2 cars? Like she
Yeah.
just...
I mean,
The next one is about Rihanna.
yeah, what happened with that?
Rihanna does not want any beef ever with Nicki Minaj.
Okay, but like,
Why is that?
Because she feels like she can't compete with her.
okay, I can see that.
Wait,
I can see
who
that.
can't compete with who?
Rihanna can't compete with Nicki Minaj.
I don't know. It's kind of close.
But are we
Yeah,
talking about like?
she's saying that she has a lot of respect for Nicki and she just doesn't want any beef with her ever.
Okay. I mean, because I don't think Rihanna can
Listen.
rap, but I think if you
Yeah, so I see them on 2 different levels.
But,
Right.
but
Yeah.
like not like globally, like
Rihanna's a
Rihanna's-
savage
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, well, no, Rihanna is
yeah, Rihanna's up
she
there.
moves
All
numbers.
day.
That's why I found it strange because she's a savage. Like
yeah, like
Right.
she's not afraid of anything, but
True,
She
but I
just
think
doesn't
she's
want
just
any beef?
I think she's just talking about in terms of like rapping.
No,
If-
I think no. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
But I mean, all right,
It's a rumor. It's a rumor.
Yeah.
Right?
you know,
All right, so the next one, Chris Brown wants to have couples counseling with
Well.
Rihanna. After
Rihanna relive that after
right.
all that?
Because he's single, sad, and lonely, basically.
And he think he can get Rihanna back? Is that what he's saying?
Right.
That ship has sailed.
I mean, look, she's been with like international dudes.
Yeah.
She's
been with Drake, like.
been with Drake.
Right.
Right, Leo DiCaprio. Yo, that story was crazy. But anyway, yeah, I mean, no, that ship is.
I just think that's ridiculous. After everything.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
he's like, oh, I
Now,
feel as
unless it's
though.
gonna bring some closure to both of them, and then they go their separate ways or renew their
They
friendship.
don't need that. No.
Well, maybe he needs it.
no sense.
I feel as though she should never take him back. I mean, after everything, he put his hands on
He
her.
did,
Yeah,
I can't
messed her-
forgive that. I'm sorry.
He messed
He
her
can
up.
never live that down.
Give
Absolutely.
Odyssey a hand.
He messed her up.
Absolutely.
Okay, Nicki Minaj was crushed by her breakup with Meek Mill
What?
But she broke up with him.
Yeah.
because he cheated.
Oh yeah, sure.
He cheated, and she's even more hurt that Meek Mill is taking it to social media to embarrass her.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Gigging
is-
on her outfits, about how
Yeah.
she looks, her appearance. I just think that's petty and
And
childish.
then he did throw her under the bus to help Remy
Right.
with the whole butt
Yeah,
shots.
that was.
Yeah.
That's betrayal on a whole nother level.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah, okay, because I was about to say, but like he's a
But
loser.
she had that coming because he is a loser.
For real, like, that's what happens.
When
But-
she
and then
got
you
with
messing
him,
with
he
a
was
loser.
taking L's.
And then she still stuck with him.
He was doing good when they got together.
When they got
When they got
together, wasn't
together.
Yeah, he was.
he? Oh, Drake didn't drop
Nah,
back to back yet. Okay, all right.
Right.
That was like a year in.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So she had to stay with her man and
Yeah.
fight with her man. But that is a little petty.
Yeah.
It's really petty. And she's even more hurt after Sheether. What?
Yeah.
She was blown away.
Because he did throw her under the bus like I just
Yeah.
them butt shots.
Let's clap it up for Odyssey.
Odyssey, my annoying little sister.
They should have me on the show more often.
All right, real quick. Drake is breaking more records with the billboards, with the streaming services.
With the streaming services. Drake, going off.
Yeah. XX Temptations is free from jail.
And he's got an issue with Drake.
Yeah, because of the Look at Me and the KMT song,
KMT song.
which somebody put together in both songs, and it sounds fire.
Yeah, we've heard it. I've heard it, and Drake stole this guy's song.
So it's flow.
He stole his flow.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The Wait, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture.